Clarence Kennedy is arguably the strongest weightlifter on YouTube, but how well would he actually do if he were to compete in the Olympic Games? Welcome to Gym Theory. Weightlifting is the most strength-demanding sport in the Olympic Games and has been a certified Olympic sport since 1896, hence the commonly used name of Olympic weightlifting. Weightlifters perform two primary lifts, those being the snatch and also the clean and jerk. And just like powerlifting, lifters are divided by weight classes. These are the ones for men, and these are the ones for women. It's the total weight lifted in both the snatch and clean and jerk that will decide your placing within each weight class, and if two guys have the same total, whoever lifted the weight first wins? What the f? So now that we got that out of the way, let's move on to the fun part. Clarence Kennedy, fitness YouTuber, weightlifter, and weightlifting coach. How would he place if he were to compete in the Olympic Games as a weightlifter? Before we get into that, a quick installment from today's video sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Ridge Wallet. I don't know about you guys, but I hate having to carry around lots of just random cards and cash all over, so I usually just bring what I need in a small and simple card holder. And if you're like me, then you should probably check out Ridge Wallet because they specialize in this stuff and they make the best card holders on the planet. This is a wallet I've been using quite frequently for well over a year now, and I believe it's called the gunmetal titanium color. Do you even see a scratch on this thing? They're actually super durable and they come in over like 30 different color combinations, so you'll definitely find something that you like. And Ridge also has these key cases so you can actually keep holding track of all your keys in a very handy way. So head over to ridge.com/backguy to get yourself the best offer, now up to 40% off until December 22nd. Again, that's ridge.com/backguy, and of course everything will be linked down below in the description. To start off, Clarence has actually competed in weightlifting a couple of times before under the Irish flag. It was a bit difficult for me to find all his competition lifts, as some of the data is quite old, but based on what I've read, he's been to the European Junior Championships in 2012 and 2013, and I believe he still holds the national Irish record within the snatch, clean and jerk, and of course also the total, at least in what used to be the 94 kilogram division. So the best lifts I could find noted from his competition history were therefore a 152 kilo snatch and a 190 kilo clean and jerk. I believe both of those were made in 2012. But his real contributions to the table of weightlifting come from his so-called hobby lifting. Even though Clarence hasn't actually competed since 2013, his lifts have only gone up, and quite drastically at that. Sitting at around 100 kilos body weight, he's in recent years been able to snatch 190 kilos, which was back in 2017 I believe, and a staggering 225 kilos in the clean and jerk. I also believe his best training total, those being the snatch and clean and jerk performed in the same day within a limited time frame, is 410 kilos, which he hit in a random CrossFit gym in March of 2021. He's been able to clean 230 kilos, but has not gotten it above his head. In addition to all these insane lifts, he's also been able to squat 306 kilos ass to grass without any belt or sleeves, a 200 kg post bench, and a staggering 340 kilo deadlift. This man is obviously a freak of nature, and he might even have better lifts hidden away in some old SD card, as he tends to drop new PRs ages after actually performing them. So if Clarence were to compete once again, he would likely either compete in the relatively new 96 kilo or 109 kilo division. So if he's hovering around 100 kilos on average, the closest thing of course would be the 96. If we take a look at the Olympic record books for weightlifting, we can note that the Olympic record in the snatch is set at 183 kilos in the 96 division, that being the Olympic standard. If you know what that means, feel free to explain it down in the comments below. And on top of that, the Olympic record for the clean and jerk is a monstrous 225 kilos, set by Qatar lifter Fares El Bach in Tokyo. The total record set by the same man is thereby 402 kilos, which is also the Olympic standing record for that weight class. Now keep in mind there is a big difference between hitting a gym lift and actually performing it in competition, but if we solely compare Clarence's best gym total of 410 kilos at a bodyweight close to 96 kilos, he would in theory be able to not only win an Olympic gold medal in that weight class, but also hit a new Olympic world record in the snatch and total. And if you compare that same total to the Olympic champions of former years, he would still actually perform quite well. Although these are a bit difficult to compare considering that the potential weight classes for Clarence to compare against from 98 through to 2018 were the 94 kilo and 105 kilo divisions, which he's smack dab in the middle of. Comparing to the 105 kilo, Clarence would come out short in terms of world records, but he would still fight for the top spots. In 2016, a 410 kg total would earn him a 6th place finish. In 2012 he would have theoretically placed 2nd, and in 2008 he would have placed 5th. Again, if he competed in the 105 kilogram division. But if Clarence were to compete as a 96 lifter and still put up a 410 kg total, or even slightly less, he would actually be the current Olympic champion. Of course, Clarence has admitted to not be quote-unquote natural in the sense that he has either taken or is currently taking some sort of performance-enhancing drugs, which of course is illegal in any Olympic sport. Though if you want to hear more about his thoughts on this, Clarence did make an astounding video back in 2021 titled Why I'm Against Anti-Doping Part 1, which I highly suggest watching. In fact, I'll actually link it down below in the description for you guys to check it out. But that's a topic for another day. I hope you guys found this video interesting. If you want to know more about Clarence, he has his own YouTube channel, so if you want to check him out, I'll link his channel down below in the description as well. And if you have any thoughts on this video, then feel free to let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys in the very next episode of Gym Theory.